Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel Mahi News. Harris campaign accuses Trump of flip-flopping on policy issues. Trump must be held accountable for his brazen flip-flops wholly at odds with how he governed as president. The campaign said. The Harris campaign acknowledged recent attacks on Harris's policy positions, as Republicans seek to target the vice president's previous stance on issues when she was running in the 2020 Democratic primary. Harris addressed the concerns in an interview with CNN on Thursday, where she said her values have not changed. Her campaign said Trump has made bewildering policy proposals that deserve scrutiny, saying he is just making stuff up with the hopes the American people will forget his record as president. So let's take a look at his actual record on just a few of these key issues, the Harris campaign said. The campaign noted a recent post from Trump, who signaled he was for recreational marijuana legalization in the state of Florida. The memo criticized Trump for his actions in office, since his administration took marijuana reform backwards, by taking away guidelines that meant to limit prosecutions. The campaign also highlighted a hot-button issue in this election, in vitro fertilization (IVF). After the Alabama Supreme Court ruled earlier this year that embryos are children, IVF treatments temporarily stopped. Trump said earlier this week that his administration would pay for families to have IVF treatment, either through the government or insurance. The Harris campaign sharply criticized Trump over IVF, saying he has deep ties to the anti-IVF movement. The Harris campaign's memo said Trump's own platform, linked on his campaign website, could effectively ban IVF by establishing fetal personhood. Since embryos are created outside the uterus in IVF treatments, it puts the procedure at risk under the fetal personhood plan, the campaign said. The memo also outlined Trump's no tax on tips idea. At a rally in Las Vegas, Trump said service workers should not have to pay taxes on their tips, an idea Harris also recently said she is for. But when he was president, the Trump administration enacted a regulation that stole $700 million a year from tipped workers to let bosses keep their workers' tips, the campaign said. The Harris campaign also criticized Trump and his running mate Sen. J.D. Vance, R. Ohio, for saying they want to expand the child tax credit. Under Trump's leadership, Republicans in Congress blocked multiple efforts to expand the tax credit and pass Trump's tax cut, which hurt working families, the campaign said. The Harris campaign argued Trump is pretending to be a completely different candidate, because the vice president is gaining traction nationwide. In a statement to The Hill, Trump campaign spokesperson Stephen Chung said it's rich that Harris is accusing Trump of going back on previous beliefs. Very rich for Comrade Kamala to accuse someone of flip-flopping when she's the one who has actually lied about her positions from fracking to the border and to the Afghanistan debacle, Chung's statement said. This is just more disgusting gaslighting from a disgusting person who has no decency and lacks the character to actually be president. Shame.